Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Blueprints. I'm really excited to try to make some progress this time just because I've been seeing a lot of YouTubers I really enjoy watching popping up with their playthroughs of Blueprints, and I've been very careful to avoid clicking on them, even though I want to avoid spoiling myself any information. We're on day 13 already. Last time we were able to get into the basement finally and look around that area. Um, and I'm thinking that the main goals that I need to accomplish right now are getting into the pump room and seeing if I can lower the water level in that basement area to try to boat across to the door, and drafting rooms in the house that contain each different sort of chess piece, like the pawn, the bishop, the rook, the knight, the king, and the queen. And other than that, I honestly don't really know what to do, which I kind of enjoy. Some minor goals that I'll try to accomplish are opening up the secret garden before or I should say in front of the garage, so I can like look at the exterior of the secret garden. What else do I need to do? I need to go into the laundry room to get the filing cabinet key to get into the archives to open that second drawer. I would like to draft the vault in order to find the exact date so that I can access the red letter that is in the safe shelter. That's the word I'm looking for. And with that, let's get into it. I really hope that the basement is just left unlocked after you unlock it, because it'd be a pain to try to get to the antechamber each time. Today is my last day of the Blessing of the High Rollers, so let's try to make use of that. Free gem. Don't mind if I do. And as these days progress, I'll probably end up trying to do the rooms faster. At least the rooms that we've looked through before. Unless there's a clue pointing me towards them again. Let's take a look at this. The gems are in the black box. Blank. The gems are in a box with a statement. So if this is true, so if this is lying, right? Then that would be pointing to that box, but that would mean that this is also lying, so they can't both be lying. So this is true. This one's lying, so that means they're in this box. Yup. I'd rather draft the corridor further up, but I feel like it's decent to have it there. I think this will give me a gem. I'll go ahead and draft the billiard room. So this is squared again. Nine minus 5, 4 divided by 2 would be 2. There we go. The silver key. Oh my goodness. I don't really want to waste a key so this quickly on. We could draft the workshop here. What do you have in store for us? A sledgehammer. Very nice. Can we combine this? Nope. Let's do that, but not go in there quite yet. Ooh, this isn't very nice. That's also pretty nice. Hmm. I'll avoid eating that for now. Don't really want to take the archive so early on. Maybe I take the Great Hall. Hmm. Sure, let's go ahead and take that, and then probably work my way. I'll work my way up through the chapel. Come back to the Great Hall later. Do I want to go outside? Not yet. Goodbye, coin. Passageway isn't a terrible idea here. I'll take that. Laboratory, huh? Or commissary? Because I kind of want to reach over on this side for unlocking the garage, if possible. Let's take the laboratory. What experiments can we perform this time? Ooh, this is why I saved that apple. I could do each time you eat an apple. Or when you draft a hallway from another hallway. I'm trying to remember if I can remember how many hallways I have in my draft pool today. I think I'll play it safe. Each time you eat an apple, permanently add 1 gold to your allowance. And hope to get the secret garden to get a bunch of apples, but we'll find out. Okay. I'm thinking, well, office might also be good. But I kind of want to save my gems. So let's go to the boudoir. I don't know if, probably not saying that word correctly, but you know. Free gem. Knowing the combo for this room makes it a much more valuable room, given that it gives you gem. The pool. Okay, this is actually something that I really need in order to find the pump room. Oh, that's unfortunate that that's barred off. Oh well. The mailroom again, huh? I think I just go for the locksmith here. I won't go in there quite yet, because I probably want a set of keys. Not bad rooms. Although I'm not sure if I need the broken lever. I think I will take coat check, and then maybe I'll coat check a different item later on. What I really need is one more gold at least. Or a keycard, that would also work. I don't mind security here, because that does eliminate one of the, like, Great Hall doors that I would need to test opening. Let's go ahead and do that. It also has the chance of having the keycard in it. No keycard for me, though. Anything I'm missing? I'm missing 4 gems. Huh? Oh, yes, probably in the Great Hall. Okay. Where to go from here? I think the only way is up this way and to the left here. So I guess I'll try to use my silver key to go more upwards. There's also the locksmith. That's good. Let's hope that these doors aren't locked. I actually can't remember if 3 keys is 12 gold or 10 gold. I was thinking 10 gold, but thinking back on it, it might be 12. The kennel or the archives? I don't have a shovel, unfortunately. This might be a bad... I think I will go for the archives here. I think it's worth it in order to just get more rooms I can go in. Unless they're blocked off like that. That's unfortunate. Come on, please don't be locked. Oh, that's good. Time to re-roll. Get some gold. Drawing room. Let's do that. Okay, that's locked. Is this locked? Yes. Time to go back to the keysmith. Might as well check this door. I could just take the dark room here and use it as a shortcut to the locksmith. Or I could do this. Or I could take items. I'm actually not saving that much time by choosing the dark room because I can just loop around through this hallway and up through the laboratory. So I think I'll take the hallway. The hallway closet, I should say. Ooh, and we get the metal detector and a key. Very nice. Well, in that case, let's just continue on this way. I really want the garage here, so I'm going to redraw. Well, West Wing Hall gives me the best bet. Locked? I think I am going to go back to the locksmith. And I'm going to buy a special key and a normal key. Most likely. Is this the right way? Yes. Because I'm hoping that the special key I buy will be the key to the secret garden. Okay, it is 12 coins for 3 keys. Let's grab the specialty key. Find out what it is. Hope it's not prismatic. Prism key, alright. Not ideal, but not terrible. I'll buy a normal key too. Let's go up first. I'll use the normal key. I'm hoping that this is the garage. I suppose we'll find out. Yes, it is. And we get dinner. Don't have any gems, so I guess I'll just take the kennel here. I'm kind of nervous about drafting a furnace. Anything new in this room? Not particularly. We do see the dogs, so that's always a bonus. I wonder if the kennel can only be drafted out, like, on an outside wall. Because there are these doggy doors here. Unsure. No shovel, though. Her ladyship's chamber. The next time you enter the boudoir, gain 10 steps. Next time you enter a walk-in closet, gain 3 gems. I've never seen this room or been in this room. The library is also tempting, but I think I'm going to choose her ladyship's chamber. All right, right next to the dog kennel. All right, first time being in this room. Eye mask. You like to see it? Very nice. Oh, skylight. Would you look at that? Time to click on everything. A purple flag, not a red flag. Interesting note. Does it never end? I'm not sure what that's referring to. Unless it is referring to like the pattern of the night sky and the I can't remember the name of the, not the conservatory, but the, you know, the room that I'm talking about. Oh, an upgrade disc and a book to look at. But it does have a lock on it. Okay. I believe this is her father and mother, probably, from what I remember from the root cellar. Oh, and there's a queen in this room. Okay, so we have a pawn, a queen, a knight, a rook. I don't think we have a room with a king in it, though. I'm trying to remember which rooms have kings in them. There are only a couple. But it's good to remember that this is a queen. Her ladyship's diary is locked. So I need the key for that. Very cool to see a new room. So I need to go to the boudoir for 10 steps and the walk-in closet for 3 gems. And the only place I can go is, oh, I can go to this drawing room here. And then security down here. I guess I'm going to the drawing room first. Do you need to remember that I have the upgrade disc too? I'm wondering if I want to use the prism key on just a blue room. Might not be the worst idea in the world. I'll use a normal key. The pump room. Ah, that does block me off, though. Oh, that's disappointing. I am really curious, so I think I'll take this. So what I want to try doing is lowering the reservoir a little bit. Let's take a look at this again. So the reservoir is 2, the fountain is 1. So they're both controlled through this one right here. So I want to take water and put it into the fountain. I wonder if this will turn on the fountain outside. can keep that on for a second. Fill up the other tank. I can't completely drain this, but I'm not sure if I want to completely drain it. Unless you need the boiler room connected to the pump room in order to achieve that, but that would take a lot of doing. Let's just drain it as much as we can and take a look. Okay. Might as well grab some steps while we can. This is the one that requires the boiler room for extra steps. Gotcha. Let's go ahead and upgrade. Ooh, okay. Plus 3 apples. Oh, I need to remember to eat the apple in the pantry. I think I'll go ahead and choose the dice. The apples could be good, though. I also need to remember to use the coat check. What would I want to coat check here? Probably the metal detector? Let's do that real quick. I wish that I could eat more apples. That's my only regrets this run. Oh, that's locked, huh? I wonder if you can use the prism key on this door. Let's try it. I'm curious. You can. That's funny. Anyways. Yum. Could have been very broken if I got the secret garden key with this experiment running. Oh, okay. So the fountain is back full. What to do? Let's go and open up this door out here to see if there's anything cool. The tomb. Each time you draft a dead end in your house, spread 5 gold in the tomb. Well, I haven't seen the tomb before, so I'm going to choose that one. That's definitely something that you'd want in the beginning, though. Okay. The forced spiral staircases are pretty interesting. So this is the room that we saw in the vision. I wonder if you can light some of these candles with the burning lens. Let's look at the big obvious thing. Oh, okay. So this is another one of the angels. Oh. Ow! Puzzle. I do have a chapel. I bet I need to align how the angels are holding their tools with how they're aligned in the chapel. Okay. This might be some sort of thing you would need the burning lens for, maybe. Money. Each of our journeys come to a conclusion here in the tomb. This floor plan is the definite dead end. Or is it? All right. Money, I suppose I'll grab that. Maybe I should have left it. I'm not sure. So this is how the angel is standing in the cloister, with the scepter pointed outwards and upwards. No interacting with that yet. Another one of these things tipped over. Lots of space. Oh my. This must be her ladyship's coffin. Open in the event of my death. And another stamp that I could try to collect, but I don't have a magnifying glass. Simon. So here's where it all ends, at least for me. And all of the picturesque places of this grand estate, I chose this dreary, dark dungeon to be laid to rest. And that same dim, somber fate fell upon my father and his father before him, who loved the outdoors even more than myself. They say there is no stronger bond of servitude than tradition. My family tradition? Thrice as strong. These are chains that seldom bend and never break. And I do wonder what plans and prospects of yours will be sacrificed upon the family font of convention. What biography of your own will you forsake to add another page to your father's memories, or your mother's, or mine? In our youth, we are gifted with dreams and ambitions. At our death, we are left with realities and regrets. I think there is no greater sin than to perpetuate tradition that stagnates growth, that strangles purpose, that suffocates dreams. What point is there to live another's life at the sake of your own? Oh, how I wish to have been buried underneath the great oak, overlooking the plains, the wondrous woods, and the worldly mountains, and the wild holly that surround that trunk. A perpetual token of symphony laid across my grave. What a dreadful tradition it is that dumped me in this sunless hollow. And if by morbid example this dark crypt makes any impression whatsoever on you, if reading this letter within these damp halls plants you in a seed of hope, if these words might grant you strength to bend, if not break these chains, then I would cherish this tomb more than oak and sycamore and spruce, the more than the wondrous woods and worldly mountains. This cold stone room would become the most cherished place in all our domain. I would have you raise a shrine upon this spot to commend the memories of your liberty, to treat the splendor as hollow ground, to realize that grand gesture can be as effective as they are theatric. and to, in turn, recompense for the freedom thus granted you, commit yourself to be buried here within this mausoleum of dreams, and when the day comes to write your own letter, to inspire the next generation that follows in our footsteps. As is tradition, Herbert S. Sinclair. Oh! For some reason, I was thinking that it was her ladyship's coffin because it was covered in flowers and stuff. No, it's Herbert's coffin. Interesting. Pretty cool. It's an oddly stuck-out stone in a room full of non-stuck-out stones. I guess there is some variation in the walls. I'm thinking that I need to go back to the chapel. Let me count the angels real quick in this place. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's gotta be more than 6, right? So starting from the left, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 angels, which makes sense in theory because there are 7 angels shown in the chapel, but there is like one stained glass picture that's hidden behind the altar. But let's go up and take a look at how those angels are holding their different tools, I should say. And also probably drain the fountain again. Is there anywhere else to go? I can explore these rooms too, I suppose. Grab some gems, hopefully. Or a gem, I should say. Special costume bypassed. Why was the cost of this bypassed? Just the archived rooms? Are the all costs of archived rooms bypassed? Huh. I could do the conservatory and just get a star. But I think I will redraw just to see what happens. Oh, walk-in closet. Kind of curious. Let's try it. Because it said I would get 3 gems the first time I entered it. Yup. Telescope. Ivory dice. 25 steps. So I need to choose between looking at the chapel and messing with the pump room. Actually, maybe not, because I don't think I've been into the nursery with the sleeping mask on. So that would give me 3 more steps. No, I think I'd still need to choose. Let me look at the chapel first, and then if I don't get to the pump room, I don't get to it. Oh wait, never mind, I can go like that. Oh, well that changes things. Let's go up to the pump room then. Granted, I did only need to lower the level of the reservoir a little bit. I wonder if there's any wiggle room. I don't think there is, though. I think if I want to drain the fountain, I need to have the reservoir completely full. Yeah, that makes sense. Yep, can't pull any water out. Unless I get this connected to the pump room, which I might need to do. But for now, time to get to the chapel. Okay, so I'll do this, I suppose in just numerical order. So, she's carrying her hoe downwards, 1, 2, oh, how is this arranged? Okay. I think that's like a, it looks like the thing that you use to pull a pizza out of the oven. So the farmer down. Well, I'm not entirely sure, like, what to make of this. So number 7 is just definitely holding their their scepter like outwards, but the rest of them are kind of just like holding them however. They're all pointed upwards. Maybe we're supposed to put them all facing downwards except for the scepter one? That's the only thing I can think of. I wonder if you can use the telescope for item combinations. Let's try to find out. Oh no, it doesn't even show up as an option. So this is something that I did notice in the demo that I haven't been able to figure out, is that you can combine the lever and the hammer and the lever and the shovel with something else, but I don't know what that other thing is. Is there a chess piece in this room? No, I don't think so. We got the queen. We didn't get the king. Very unfortunate. Okay, yes, this is open back up now. And there's a gold there. I heard the noise from the little creek there. Got freaked out a little bit. So, let's try putting everybody's arms down except for the scepter one. Leave that up. Ow. Well, I'm not really seeing anything happen. So it could just be that I am misunderstanding the puzzle, which is very possible. I wonder who's... Maybe this is like the Baron Thomas Sinclair down here? Not entirely sure. Where's that strange setup with the candles? Is that over here? Yeah. How is this set up in relation to the angels? So there's something to the far left here, right? So that might be referring to this candle here. Is there an angel up forwards on the very left? Not really. There are 3 candles along, or 3 angels along the back wall. To be honest, I honestly am kind of stumped at this puzzle. So this might be one that I just need to come back to at a later time. Need some more clues. Well, I think we've done pretty much all there is to do for this day. So I suppose let's call it here. Day 14. I think our next step really is trying to draft all of the chess pieces. I think that's the only thing we can do. Let's take the corridor. See if we can draft the conservatory again. That would be pretty nice. We can. Let's adjust some rarities. I don't want to make the Rotundra commonplace, because it does cost 3 gems, but I might change it from rare to unusual, just so that we have more of a chance of seeing it. That's fine being commonplace, and I really want that to be commonplace, so there we go. Continuing on. Let's go here this time. Diamondus Miner. Gain a gem. Oh my goodness. Thank you for telling me where to find the best viewers. I think I will draft the kitchen here, although I'm not too pleased about it. Ooh, we can get the library. Let's do that. We can draft a rarer room. Actually, because we drafted the library, I might hold out on drafting this room until we have a couple more gems. Because we might be able to get the safe or something. So we already looked at Swimbird. I think the fixed stars is the one in the observatory itself. History of Orindia. Oh, by Caleb Manning. Caleb Manning is the author that we read about in the little scrapbook, who was under suspected, who was on the wanted list, pretty much. So let's do that. And then not going through that door yet. Gotta get some gems first. Three. 14 divided by 7. 11 minus 1, 10 times 2, 20 divided by 4 would be 5. This would be 20 minus 6, so 14 times 2 would be 28. Divided by 7 would be 4. Alright. The silver key. Honestly, I'd rather have just 2 standard keys than the silver key in a lot of cases. Okay. I think what I'll do is I'll get the courtyard here. Oh, actually, yeah. Oh, never mind. I don't have gems. I can't. That's a little bit rough. Dark room it is. Then I'll kind of trek back to the beginning a little bit. Okay. I'll grab that. Oh, there's 3 gems. I think that looks like a pretty good deal. Well, as long as I get the puzzle right, I suppose. The other 2 boxes are true. So that needs to be false. The other 2 boxes are blue. Well, that's false, so that this one must be true. The other 2 boxes are empty. Okay. And I've never seen a floor plan cost 4 gems. So I think now's a good time to draft a rare room. The music room, the showroom, or the chamber of mirrors. I don't really have a good setup for the chamber of mirrors. I did mess around in the demo with the chamber of mirrors, and actually, I was able to get myself soft locked in the chamber of mirrors, where I just had to call it a day. That was pretty funny. So I think I'll go for the showroom. I've never been in there before. Exciting. Wow, lots of stuff. Oh, and you can purchase stuff. Interesting. Well, I'm not quite there yet. Oh, a key. What the heck? I wonder if this is a key to the outdoor gates. Wait, there's a lot of stuff you can purchase. Huh. Oh my goodness, this is a lot of gold. Oh, okay, let's go through these. Emerald bracelet. You do not have to pay the gem costs of floor plans. Wow, okay. Master key. Opens all normal doors, so you can just... Okay, so you don't need keys anymore with that. Chronograph. While drafting, you may rewind time after drawing new floor plans. You are more likely to draw tomorrow rooms while drafting. Silver spoon. Whenever you gain steps from eating, gain twice that many steps. Pretty fancy. A ruby bracelet back there. Huh. Very interesting. I believe that this is one of the sigil symbols. Well, I guess that's that. And that's blocked off. Well, I will say this is looking mighty grim as far as progression goes. I'll need to use the maid chamber to advance. Oof. Yeah, not the best run for us here, unfortunately. Okay, so the angel with the broom is pointed upwards. I bet what I'll need to do is like just keep the actual like angel statues in mind when solving the catacomb puzzle. So the scepter angel is upwards. The maid angel is pointed upwards with the broom. Okay, well that's good. Shovel. No dig spots though. Do I go for gems or a guaranteed key? I think I will go for the patio here. And I think I'll go outside after this. Maybe to the root cellar or something. I wonder if the maid chamber affects your chance of finding items at dig spots. I actually don't know that. Oh, one thing that I want to look at. I think there is a room directory area. So the tomb is a black print. I wonder. Can we access the term glossary from here, or do we need the library for that? Well, we do have the library. You can see what a black print means. Shrine, trading post, or tool shed, huh? Don't think we have the gold for the shrine right now, so I think we'll go for the tool shed. Lockbit. That'll be useful. Hopefully, at least. Now we know to only draft the shroom if I have a lot of gold. Oh no. Well, I guess I'm using my reroll here. Oh no. That's unfortunate, but it is what it is. There's no fruit here. Oh! Is this day 16? I think it might be. Interesting. So I suppose that I'll no longer get fruit in the pantry. Huh. I don't think I've been to the study yet, so I'm going to go here, even though it ends the run pretty early. Is there a king in the study? Let's find out. There's a key, which is useless to me now, unfortunately. So this is in order to find out the, like, maybe not the first big clue within the house, but like one of the main clues. And I found it out during the demo. But basically, like, if you take let's say the paintings in the first room in the house are face and ace, right? And the difference between those is an F. So you would put an F where that room goes. And if you do that for all of the rooms in the house, you get a secret message. And I'm not sure if I want to spoil that for anybody right now, in case they want to play the game. But I'll go ahead and say what it says. So if you don't want to know, I would just mute the video or the stream or whatever. But I believe it says, if we count small gates, 8 dates, crack 8 safes. So I've been trying to keep that in mind. Here's the vault that we saw in one of the rooms that we found, like, the kennel in. It had that, like, detailed paper vault, and I didn't know what to do with it. Oh, so there's a queen in this room. Gotcha. Good to know. Study has a queen. What room has the king? I feel like we've seen a room with a king in it before. But oof, let me tell you, this is not a good look for the day. Not a good look at all. Since we have the spare steps, we might as well go back to the library and see what the definition of a black room is, if there is one there. Yoink. Did I skip it? No. Maybe I should have picked the shrine since I have 15 gold now. Oh, wait. I think I can access it from anywhere. And it was just in this room that I discovered that. Yeah. R. Oh, no. It was actually on the terminals that I found that out. That's another thing that I haven't been paying attention to is the, trying to get the admin password working. There's also a night in the observatory. I think there's a king in the office, so I'll try to draft an office next time. Then I need either the study or the ladyship's chambers or something. In that vision, one of these birds was tipped over as well. Man. Well, on to the next day, I suppose. Yeah, this is one of the smaller ones for sure. On we go. So this is day 15. So I wonder why there wasn't a fruit in the pantry this time. Alright, we'll see how this plays out. Hmm. I need to check the room adjacent to the den now. There is a trunk in the den. I'll need to remember that. The rotundra, huh? Well, I can't even do anything with that room, so I suppose I'm just getting a key here. And you know what? I think I will just go outside real quick and access one of the outdoor rooms. Might be helpful. Okay. Let's go ahead and do the root cellar this time. And hope I actually get a shovel. Not sure if anything ever spawns in the root cellar, like any tools or anything, but would be nice. Doesn't look like it though. Yeah. So, I guess relationships chambers, there's Clara Epson's chambers, and then showed the photos in that room showed Lord William Epson and Lady Ashlyn. I believe. And the locket showed Simon H. Sinclair. So Baron Thomas Sinclair is our great-grandfather. Gotcha. Be going this way first. This box contains the gems. This box does not contain the gems. The other two boxes are true. That can't be true, so this is false. So one of the other boxes is lying. So if this box is lying, and it must be one of these boxes, and this one will be the truth, then it doesn't contain the gems, so this must be the one. If this one is lying, then it does contain the gems. And this one would be lying, so that they'd all be lying. So it needs to be this black one here. Yup. On we go. Oof. Kind of a yikes, I'll be honest. I think what I'll do is I'll draft the Great Hall here and kind of just leave it alone and try to go around it. workshop. That's a good room to get. Broken lever, all right. Let's get some normal keys. Please, I beg of you. So 10, 9 times 2 would be 18. 17 minus 15 would be 4. No, sorry, 2. Times 20 divided by 10 would be 4. Okay. So this would be 26. Oh, minus 6, so 20. Times 6 divided by 20, so it'd just be 6. Oh, guess I got that wrong. Oh boy. This was 18. So this was 2 times 20 divided by 10, so 4. Let's take a closer look at this one here. So it'd be 26 minus 6, so 20. Oh, times 5 divided by 20, so it'd be 5, not 6. The silver key. Well, you know what? I suppose I'll take it. Better than nothing. Definitely take the courtyard here. No shovel, unfortunately. The garage, huh? Might as well grab that. The archives, the rotunda, or the weight room, huh? Let's go with the archives. Well, I haven't been in the rotunda yet. Let's try it. Using up all my gems, but it will be interesting. I have been in this room in the demo, but not in the full game. Oh, that's right. It allows you to rotate the floor plans. Forgot about that. You know what? Let's have some fun. Let's go to the archives and do some gambling, shall we? So I still need that other filing cabinet key. Sure, I'll grab the nursery. The cloister. Oh, I can't do that. Sleeping mask too. I think it's worth it to step out, go back into here, then go back into this room. The office. It does deaden me, but I think I'll take it. Just so that I have a guaranteed king. And I'll run the payroll. And this was where I can look at the glossary of terms. I haven't logged into one of these computers in a while either, so maybe there'll be something I can do. Can I access the Black Grotto one? No. Glossary of terms. Ancient floor plans from eras long past, excavated from the depths of history. These floor plans lack the color border of their modern counterparts. So that's all it means. Gotcha. It did mention that slightly in the little book we read earlier, but it wasn't so clear that I felt I knew it well. I'm not sure if I've ever read this one. Dear Herbert, we just wanted to let you know that the changes you requested to your will have been implemented and notarized. If your premonition, God forbid, should bear fruit, rest assured that your plans will be executed down to the last detail. McGuire, McKinley, and McDougall. I think that's all we can do except for spread gold around the estate. And I'd rather do that when we have a shrine active. So I think I'll just leave it for now. So I have a pawn, a rook. I don't think I have an... Oh, I do have a knight. Pawn, rook, knight, king. So all I need is a queen. Granted, it's probably one of the rarer pieces, unfortunately, but... Gotta do what you gotta do. What's this one looking like? Okay. Not the worst thing in the world. Couple of keys. I need to check the rotunda first. I guess I'll take the guest bedroom. Lots of steps. No items, though. Want to go to the left if possible. Might be impossible, but you still have the spare. Oh, okay. Well, there goes 53 steps, but luckily we still have a good amount left. Oh, that's nice. Getting rid of a dead-end room in a dead-end location. And of course, I haven't found a shovel yet, but you know, that's just the way it is. Laboratory or chapel? I think I might as well go with the chapel here. Bishop? Oh, I didn't have the bishop before, but now I do. I don't think you can choose a blue room from the secret passage, can you? Although it might be able to get me to his lordship's chamber or whatever. I wonder if that would take gems to get into it, but it would. Let's see if I can dig up some gems from anywhere. Nope. Huh. So the kennel does, like, connect, look out through the outside, even though it's on the inside of the house. Very interesting. Oof, let me tell you. Things are not working out well these past couple times. I think I might start uploading these days more frequently just because there are a lot of runs where I don't accomplish much. It does feel kind of bad to just like upload a run where I don't really do anything new or special. Let's try to go to the master bedroom. Let's see if it requires gems at least. Oh, it does. Gain 1 step for each room in your house. Huh. And, unfortunately can't do that. But I know it's there now. And that is the end of the run. Alright. Well, on to the next day, I suppose. Well, before that, let me just make sure there's not a queen piece in here. Nope, I don't think any of these rooms here would have a queen piece. So, on to the next day. Kind of feel like I've been making no progress, but that's not necessarily the case. Do I start with an outside shed open? Let's do that. I think that the tool shed is a boring option to choose, but I feel like it's genuinely a good option, period. I think I will choose the shelter out of these, and then simply hope I'm able to find the vault this time. Lost my train of thought there. Thought I saw something in the grass. I do want to connect the boiler room to the pump room still, so that should be one of my goals this time. An early laboratory, huh? You know what, let's do it. A letter will be delivered to the mail room. Each time you draft for each bedroom you draft after your second, a letter will be delivered to the mailroom or permanently add 1 gold to your allowance. Both of those seem pretty good. I almost want to take a letter will be delivered to the mailroom. Just because I don't know what those letters are. So I guess we'll find out. Or at least hopefully, unless we don't get any bedrooms. I feel like not drafting security earlier has been stumping me in a lot of these runs, so I'll just go ahead and do that early this time. There we go. I feel like I never draft the hallway closet next to an actual hallway. Maybe I'll try to do that this time. An orange. I'll take that. More math. So I think that'd be 4 squared, so 16 maybe? Yes. So this would be 25 minus 20, so 5. This is 4 times 20, 88 divided by 10, 8 divided by 8, 1. Alright. 2 keys. Very nice. Grab the parlor here. So many things to use gems on. Only 1 box is true. The black box contains the gems. The blue box contains the gems. Only 1 box is true. Well, if this is true, then these two are lying. So the gems would be in the white box. And this can't be false, or this can't be true. Oh, sorry. No, this can't be false. Right, because then it would be more than 1 box is true. These two are pointing to different things. So they must be here. There we go. Come on to the right. Nope. Forwards it is. To the right now? Yes. What is on sale today? Gem, sledgehammer, a set of gems, running shoes. Sledgehammer might be nice. Oh my gosh. I specifically changed it to be a lower security level. What is this? Oh my goodness. Also need to figure out how to get this working. I bet there's something secret about this. I haven't really taken a good look at the art. They must have added it there for some reason. Okay. Let me quickly check if there was a trunk in here. Nope. Unfortunate. Go ahead and grab an office. I hope I don't somehow soft lock myself. Oh. There's this deposit key there. Okay. Let's take the hallway and hopefully get another hallway here. Or the drawing room. I think I'll take the hallway. Hallway closet. Very nice. A silver key. Huh. It was bound to show up eventually. Definitely don't want to take the nursery or the storeroom. And I've got to go left here or else I'm just out of luck. Archives or passageway. I am sheltered, so I think that taking the archives isn't bad here. Yes, sheltered. Good, good. I would also be sheltered from the chapel. That's worth it then. The garage would be nice, but I might just go the nook because I'm running out of like doorway options. I'll be honest, my runs are just getting worse and worse. I mean, look at what 6 stars gives me before choosing it. 6 stars. There's nothing for 6 stars, so I guess we'll find out. Aha! Very nice. I do have a sledgehammer too, so not too far from the entrance, so I think I will go ahead and go back there. Clunk and clunk. Well, that's a lot of money. More money. I was kind of hoping for keys or something, but you know. I will not complain about getting 30-odd gold coins. Yes, please. Shovel. And I need to remember to draft bedrooms. the music room, huh? Or the library again? I think I'll do the library and then try to get the vaults, maybe? It would be another dead end, but the vault would allow me to unlock the shelter, which I have, so let's try it. And we have a new book to read. The History of Orindia, 2nd edition. This book was reviewed and cleared for publication by the Finn Areas Central Board of Education. It has been edited to conform to our department's standards, including the omission of sections deemed inaccurate or unsuitable for public dissemination. Meaning that we didn't want people to know what the outside world was like. Yeah. Finn Areas, the more I learn about it, the less I'm super stoked about what they're up to. By Caleb Manning. Ruffington Red Publishing. Herbert S. Sinclair, Mary Jones, Det Bon Margle, Simon P. Jones. Oh my goodness, okay. Forward. The name used to designate the realms of the Eastern Waters is no longer known to the average citizen of the elder generation. We must permit our leaders to enjoin us to abandon our past. Most historians mark the beginning of the First Era, often denoted as Agera, by the ascension of the first king, whose name, Horus, would later grace the burgeoning township in which he was crowned. Horus was known before his coronation as a prominent merchant lord of considerable means and affluence, whose sway in the region made him the ideal candidate for the unification of the surrounding provinces. Regrettably, history is not always forthcoming, and the surviving records of those bygone days are mostly limited to trade agreements and sales receipts. Nevertheless, we can deduce from these ledgers that Horus had but one aim: expansion. The territory spread forth from the heart of Horus, and by the end of the 1st century, the Redacted, a new kingdom was born. 2nd Era. It was the 4th king, Redacted, who split this vast domain in 3 equal shares, 3 realms for his 3 children. To the eldest, he granted the fields and mountains of his great-grandfather, the middle province, and the heartspring of the kingdom. The eldest accepted the gift, Redacted. The youngest he bestowed upon him the reach of Arch Ares, the land of the northern storms, a wild and untamed expanse, which at the time was not as developed, but a good deal more vast than the eldest brother's lot. And to his middle child, his only daughter, he gifted the southern region of Eraja, Redacted, a land steeped in tradition, Redacted. 3rd Era. As the 2nd Era drew to a close, the 3 sovereign realms had achieved a period of remarkable progress and prosperity. Each of the 3 distinct regions, ruled by their respective sibling monarchs, had blossomed, cultivating the beautiful resources of their lands and developing a unique character and culture that set them apart from one another. Despite these differences, the sibling monarchs managed to maintain friendly relations throughout their lives and were known for their cooperation in matters of trade and transportation. The succeeding generations of their heirs continued that tradition, and the 3rd Era was defined by Redacted. Commerce between the 3 realms further strengthened their bond and laying the foundation for the promise of prosperous and bright futures. Redacted. Oh, and this was a mountain symbol right here, an hourglass symbol right here, and a redacted symbol right here. Now this redacted symbol in the middle looks an awful like the symbol in the middle of the sigil in the basement, so I'm guessing that that's what that is. And that is the land claimed by the first child, I believe? Yeah, so we're in this top region here. The middle child got the bottom region here, and then this middle region was owned by the first prince. Something's written here. 4th Era. As the kingdom, Redacted, entered the 4th Era, a different kind of ruler took the reins of power. King Decilex III was a Redacted king who often was seen, Redacted, drinking, Redacted, a sight that shocked not only the gentry and the court, but the masses as well. Redacted. Baron Sinclair, thank you so much for your cooperation with our department in this investigation. We know our presence is never convenient, especially for someone of your social status, so it means all the more that you are not only tolerant but also willing to aid our efforts in getting this business done as quickly as possible. We are returning with this letter the book you lent us, though I must confess it was not as much help as I had hoped. I had heard that your library of rare and restricted books was quite extensive, and I was told by a reliable source that if a first edition and uncensored copy of the history of Ordinia could be found, it would likely be found within the Baron's own collection, but perhaps I was misinformed. Still, part of me thinks that you may have given me the censored copy as a jest, a taste, if you will, for the bureaucrat of their own medicine. If that is the case, then I will say, well done, fair play, and perhaps on my next visit we'll have a laugh about this after you have given me the actual manuscript. Until then, Detective Bon Margot, Redguard. So, makes sense, makes sense. Desolates was renowned as the king of Redacted. No one, when he made the decision to move, Redacted, vying the castle and court behind. The people were overjoyed by this choice and Redacted. Were those that viewed the king's conduct to be unbecoming of his Redacted common folk. These Redacted voices planted the seed Redacted, which took root in Redacted grand city of Fen. 5. Era of Ruin. After the passing of King Deciles III, the fourth era came to an abrupt end. Thankfully, the king died, redacted. On the very next day, the 6th of October, the redacted Prince Learson of Fen declared himself the true monarch. This declaration was bolstered by redacted a number of supporters due to the fact that Desolates IV shared redacted little of his virtues. As the prospect of civil war seemed inevitable, the realm's regiments were hastily recalled from the frontiers to stamp out and put an end to the Fensurrection. However, instead of restoring order, what ensued was a savage and merciless campaign against their own people. The gardens of Fen, once the center of splendor, were transformed into a battlefield as the cries of the innocent echoed through the city streets, stained in red. The pacification of Fen. Wow. Spooky. The brutality of the pacification of Fen did not go unnoticed by the neighbors. As sympathy for the city surged, allies came forward to lend support. Among them was the general of the Northern Regiment, who was sickened by the barbaric actions of the other battalions, joined forces with Prince Learson to form a formidable army. Together, they leveraged their political influence and favors to persuade the nearby realms of Arch-Ares and Nuance to join their cause. However, even with the tide turning in their favor, victory did not come easy. The War of the Fifth Era lasted 22 long years and saw buried 1 in every 3 men. Prince Learson himself added another number to the casualties. However, even in death, he had won. Oris had fallen, and with it, the realm. The black flags that had flown for 5 eras were burned, and in their place red banners were hoisted in the honor of the fallen of Fen. The few remaining members of the former royal family fled in fear of their lives to the south, forever exiled. Very interesting. The current era. 6. Today, the realm inherited by the 3 Fen Ares, Arch-Ares, and Raja, once again stand united as allies. Through the distance between our peoples has grown, our connection to this land remains as strong as ever. The spruce and birch that span across our realms serve as a constant reminder that we all share a common past, redacted. For this, despite everything else, a land rich in history and a land of myth and wonder, a land that sprung forth the greatest empire the world has ever seen, the land our fathers, our mothers, and of our children. Redacted. Very interesting, very interesting. More lore, more backstory. Love to see it. The foundation does not reset each day. Huh. Well, I guess we're going to the foundation. Oh my. I do have a shovel. I wonder what the requirements for drafting this room are. Oh boy. Turn up. Oh, is there a chess piece in the library? I didn't think to look. Let me check that real quick. Oh, there's an elevator there, huh? I hope that there's a chess piece in here. There might not be, though. Doesn't look like it. Back to the foundation. So, how am I supposed to access that? I have no idea yet. But it doesn't reset each day. Actually going to draft the bedroom instead of the patio because I need to draft bedrooms for my experiment to trigger. Come on, please, straight pathway. Well, no straight pathway, but I do have the vault here, so don't mind if I do. And today is Sunday, November 22nd. Lots of gold. Now, I'm kind of worried that the gold doesn't reset when I take it. I do have 43 gold already and nothing to spend it on, so I'll just leave it there. Sunday, November 22nd. I need to remember to go back to the shelter to unlock that room. And I think I have a vault key. 233. Let's open it up. Here we go. More coins, which I don't think I'll take, but I will take this. You have been rewarded an allowance token. Your allowance has been permanently raised by 2. Very nice. And passport. Finaries. The Finaries sigil there. International password. Diplomatic pass. 455. Compromised. Daniels Gray. Arisian. 5156. Female. Gray Daniels. But this is also Mary Matthews. Our mother in the game. So it seems like she had some previous passports, some fake passports, if you will. Very interesting. I did see this in the demo, but good to see it on stream here. And that's a lot of gold. But as I said, I am not going to take it because I don't have anything to spend the gold on right now. There's a rook in here. Unfortunate that there's no queen. So Sunday, November 22nd. Need to find out how to go down here as well. I kind of want to just go outside and ensure that I unlock the shelter before I run out of steps on accident. So I think I'm just going to do that. What time is it here? It is basically 12 o'clock, so I want to do 1 p.m. Okay. Now I just need to wait an hour. Great. I'm afraid I don't have enough steps to like continue exploring, so I'm just gonna be stuck here for a little bit. Might take one look down into the basement while we wait. But it's going to be interesting. Thank goodness that remained unlocked. Yeah. Gotta get across this lake somehow. Was that door always open? I thought that was closed, but maybe I was just seeing the stone wall behind it. Okay, that did use the steps, so I need to be kind of careful here. There's another upgrade disc here. Did I just not take it last time? Guess it didn't. Well, I'll take it this time. Yeah, and this is Ordini, I believe, the symbol for that. Interesting. But under the Baron's house, I almost wonder if this family is like the nobles, maybe? That wouldn't necessarily make sense though. Okay, let's go ahead and use up a few steps to go to the office and use this upgrade disc. There isn't a chess piece in this room, is there? I don't think so. Oh, the mailroom, okay. The mailroom data has been found on this upgrade disk. You will now have the chance to permanently enhance this room. Gotcha. Same day delivery. Package will be delivered here after you reach rank 8. No contact delivery. The package will be dropped off on the entrance steps in the day after drafting this room. Freight shipping. A very large package will be delivered here 3 days after drafting this room. I'm almost thinking freight shipping. That sounds pretty cool. Let's do that. And of course, we only drafted one bedroom for our experiment. That is rather unfortunate. But it is what it is. And now we wait for the clock to run down. I suppose that I'm just going to speed this up in post, but for now, I'll sit back and relax for it to be 1 o'clock. Alright, ideally it's just past 1. So let's go ahead and check if it's open or not. If it's not, then I probably set the time too early on. Before was like, because you need to leave 1 hour between setting the time and opening the safe. I'm hoping that's not the case, but I suppose we'll find out. Hey, it's open! Good. Free gem and the seventh letter. Dear Uncle, the disappearance of my cousin, Mary, has long sat unfavorably with me and my father, and I will freely admit to you that the chilly airs of indifference you may have felt in my presence can be attributed entirely to the suspicion that I have harbored for these past years. Suspicions entirely aimed at yourself. And while I have never had the opportunity to prove it, I felt very strongly that you had some deeper involvement in those events 6 years ago. Circulating rumors of those months did nothing but further reinforce my convictions in this fact. Those of us that were once bitten are twice shy, and I am aware of the cost my aggressively aloof behavior has had on the social standing of our family. I do not apologize for my actions, though I am now willing to admit that the conclusions I reached may have been flawed. Last week, I had a confidential conversation with one of our mutual acquaintances, a conversation that has shed more light on this mystery than all my father's countless fruitless inquiries over the years. I now have a reason to believe that you were in fact responsible for smuggling my cousin under the cover of night across the red border to the southern seafront, and I believe this may have occurred in September, a full 7 months after she was reported missing, a date that coincides not with her public disappearance in February, but instead with the notable theft of the Ruby Crown. If the Blackwater insurgents were in fact responsible for the heist, as some have claimed, I believe this scenario entirely plausible, and the fact that two of the Crown's 8 rubies have now surfaced has given me renewed optimism that she is still alive. Alive, safe, and finally free. Perhaps my willingness to accept such a sensational story betrays my own desperation. Desperation for answers, desperation for hope, and desperation for a narrative in which you were not the villain. And that distant land we all dream of, the land where the strangling crimson curtains draped across our sky are pulled back and the windows and shutters of the discontent flung wide open. In that distant land, I pray one day to find our Marion safe, happy, and absolved. Courtney. More lore. Man, the lore of this game is so fun trying to figure it all out. All right. Well, we got our second letter. And that's a big win. That is a big win. There are some things that could have probably been optimized as far as getting more bedrooms and getting more letters in the mailroom, but I guess I'll need to save that for another day now, won't I? Let's call it a day here. Day 17. The foundation? Still there. Very interesting. 7 coin allowance. Ooh, picking up the metal detector early might not be the worst choice. That would allow me to get a bunch more keys and coins. All right. Let's go up and to the right, hopefully. Or, courtyard also is good. think I'll take the dead end room over here. No shovel for that yet. Oh boy. Oh, key. Very nice. Oh, interesting. Could get the greenhouse. I don't know what sort of chess pieces in the greenhouse. Or I could get the chapel, which would allow for a greater chance of actually getting the master bedroom. I think I'll choose the chapel for now. I'll get the parlor here to try to get some gems. The gems are in this box. Gems are in a box that is next to this box. The gems are in the blue box. Well, they can't all three be telling the truth. So the gems can't be in the blue box. So these two are lying. Meaning that this one's telling the truth, meaning that they must be in this black box here. Alright. Time to lose a coin. And there's the foundation again. Gotta find out how to use that place. Locked, huh? How would I even go? I don't even know how I'd go about doing this. Is there some sort of hidden mechanism around here? I'm not seeing one. I wonder if I need a shovel to dig up these little areas. I can't remember if I did that last time or not. The office. I think I'll go ahead and choose the office just so that I have the king available to me. Even though it is pointing the wrong way. The wine cellar, yes please. Ooh, sledgehammer. This is the Mount Holly household and the Epson household, I believe. I wonder if there's anything particularly hidden in this room. I bet there is. But I do not have clues to solve it yet. Let's use some of our keys to move upwards in the chapel. Security is not a bad idea. Nursery is also pretty good. Let's go ahead and take security. All right. Take that. That seems good. Oh, if I could get a corridor here, that would be amazing. This is also pretty good right here. Another vault key. Corridor, very nice. Oh, the pool. That's also very good. My goal is to get down her ladyship's chambers over here. And that way I would have a queen, a king, a knight, a bishop, and a pawn. And I think that's all I need. So the Great Hall would also make sense, but I think I actually will draft the Great Hall. It does require keys, but it does give me more options. And actually, I can kind of cheat the door game a little bit by using the metal detector. But for now, let's just go through this door. West Wing Hall, very nice. I think I'll go forwards first and then back. Oh, never mind. Conference room, huh? I'll take that. Let's use a key here. The ladyship's chamber. Very nice. And I think this is all the chess pieces. Do you hear something hiding? Here we go. It's a very clutch key since I just ran out. I did have the option of going to the greenhouse, which also would have been very good. But I think grabbing this is way more important. Do I use the key? I think what I'll do is go outside first and activate the chessboard down there. Let me just make sure I have everything again. I have the pawn here. I have the rook here. I have the knight and security. I have the bishop in the chapel. I have the king in the office, the queen in her ladyship's chamber. All right, let's go for it. I should have stopped in the nursery and went back into the chamber because it picked up the sleeping mask, but oh well. Slight inefficiencies. Oh, this is exciting. Down we go. This took me far longer than it should have. Also, here's the symbol of Orania. I don't know why I can't remember the name, but that middle country. Oh, here we go. Go ahead and look at the blueprint first. So, pawn, bishop, knight. Pawn, bishop, 2 over is the king, 2 over is the queen. Pawn, bishop, knight. here we go. Oh my goodness. Choose your piece to receive a new permanent power. Huh. Oh, wait, what? Did it choose something or no? Well, this is tough. I don't know what any of them do. I hope it tells me. You know what? This might be the obvious choice, but let's go for the king because, you know, I am a prince. Not really prince, but the inheritor to a baron's title. Oh, I get to read them. Good. Banner of the king. Each day you may choose a color. Rooms of the chosen color are more likely to be drawn while drafting. Okay. Let's look at them in order from pawn then. Ambition of the pawn. When you reach rank 8 each day, you may choose knight, bishop, rook, or queen. Gain the power of that piece until the end of the day. Mantle of the knight. Add the armory to your draft pool. Gambit of the queen. Each time you draft your room on the queen's side, west wing of the house, lose 5 steps and gain 1 key. Banner of the king. Each day you may choose a color. Rooms of the chosen color are more likely to be drawn while drafting. Piety of the bishop. You do not have to pay tithes. Instead, gain 30 gold the first time you enter chapel each day with this power. That seems pretty good. Resilience of the rook. You may draw floor plans up to 4 times when drafting 4 corner rooms of your house. You may draw floor plans up to 4 times when drafting the 4 corner rooms of your house. Oh boy. What to choose? I would choose the pawn because it would give me more flexibility, but I feel like it's hard enough to reach rank 8. I feel like it wouldn't come to play very much, and even when it did come into play, it'd be so late into the run that I wouldn't be able to make proper use of it. Choices. I wonder if I can come back and change my decision, but it does seem kind of permanent, I'll be honest. Each day you gain 30 gold. And the chapel is, you always draft the chapel. I don't know what the armory is, though. You know what? I think I'm going to choose the armory. You may give up this power by returning to this chamber on any future day and unlocking the pieces again. Okay, that's good. I was afraid that this would be permanent. Oh, but I do need to do the whole chess puzzle, probably. I'm not sure. I guess we'll find out. Well, that was pretty nice. There's still this door down here that I don't know how to access. I was kind of hoping that that would unlock new areas, but, you know, I'll take a boon. And I can still continue on this run, too. It's not over by any means. don't think any of these doors can be locked down here. So I might as well just explore them. The reason being, I was thinking about trying to get the secret garden in the garage up here, but I don't think that's possible. Let's get an observatory star. So we're at the farmer's apple. Apples are extra delicious today. I don't know what that means, but I'll take it. More math. Okay, 5 squared minus 5 is 20. Ooh, is this... Oh. Can't be 13 minus 100. Maybe it's like the answer is 3 and then you square that, so 9? Okay, that is how you do it. So this color is just when you apply the square. So 11 minus 8 would be 3, squared is 9. Silver key. Let's go to the bunker and hope to get some keys on the table. Nope, some bananas. There's the little hamster. Crumble chip. Still can't break that guy free. Up we go once again. Do I have a shovel? No, I don't. Let's go here first. Less of a chance for locked rooms. Ooh, the pool. I do need the pump room next to the boiler room, so I do think I'll take that. Fuse box? Or utility closet or walk-in closet. Ooh, or passageway. This might have keys. And if I don't get any keys, I think I'm just stuck. So I think I'll need to take this, although the breaker box would be good. Come on, please be a key. Oh, I also get gems. I forgot about that. So that was 3 items. I think. Or was that 4 items? Here we go. Decisions. Let's take the laboratory. Maybe it'll give us something helpful. Whenever you spend 2 or more gems drafting a room, gain 1 key for every 2 hallways in your house. A letter will be delivered to the mail room. I think in order to continue this run, I need more keys, so I'll go ahead and combine those. Granted, oh, the run might be able to close no matter what. I think my only chance for the run not to be able to close would be for me to guess which Great Hall door is correct with the silver key. Which, isn't impossible, but pretty unlikely. So I think this door will lead to the, whatever is on this side. So it's either this one or this one. I'm gonna guess this one. Oh, incorrect. Well, then that's it. We didn't get to see the armory, but we did unlock that boon. Pretty nice. We didn't get to taste the extra delicious apples either. So with that, I think we can call it a day. And I think it's pretty late, so I'm going to go ahead and end tonight's stream here. But I'll probably be playing this tomorrow as well. Goodbye.